Hey everybody, it's Kelsey and Blake here with Blue Water Yacht Sales, and today we have Captain Steve Richardson of Virginia Beach, Virginia, who is a local charter boat captain with a global reputation as well as a great friend to us here at Blue Water. So welcome, Steve.
Thank you.
Steve, you're obviously no stranger to the White Marlin Open, having weighed 4 fish in your time as a charter boat captain and placing with all 4 of those. However, we would like to go back to 2015 at the 42nd annual tournament, where your team weighed an impressive 94-pound white marlin, which still holds the record for the 3rd largest fish in tournament history. Take us back to that day. What is it like to weigh such a massive fish at the world's largest billfish tournament?
Oh, it's an adrenaline rush. I mean, every time you get to pull up to that scale there at the White Marlin Open with all the people cheering you on, it's an unbelievable feeling that you'll never forget. You know, just it's hard to explain.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was day 3 of the tournament. No fish had been weighed. So, at what point did you know that this fish was coming in the boat?
Well, we hooked the fish. I looked at the fish and pretty much knew it was a pretty nice fish and made a few circles trying to get another bite on another fish. And I decided, well, we'll go take a good close look at this fish. And of course, we eased back to him, and the mates reached out there and grabbed the leader, and he jumped on the leader, and everybody went, wow. I mean, got really excited. So I pulled the boat out of gear, put it in neutral, sit there and say, hey, guys, calm down. We got to put this together. A few seconds later, he gave it another chance, and mate did a great job, put him in the boat, and I didn't even wait 10 seconds. I was making 27 knots. I was heading to the scales. And another one of the boats right beside me, Heath Brown, he said, hey, how big is he, Steve? I said, I have no idea. I haven't measured him, but he's big enough. I'm going home. And that's the way that was. It was pretty exciting.
And were there any other fish that even came close to even being a threat to y'all that week?
No, we're very fortunate in that respect. I think the closest thing was 78 pounds. I believe a boat weighed one, and for second place, it was 78.
And with Cheryl McCleskey being the angler on that fish and being the first female to win the White Marlin Open, obviously y'all have a long-standing and family relationship with her. So that added an added bonus to that week. Do you want to talk a little bit about what that meant for y'all?
Well, it was great. I mean, she was so excited, and she did such a good job on that fish. And taking that fish in, and when they told us to wait, it was just a little bit of silence for a second, then everybody started screaming, you know, the nice fish.
And with someone like you that's obviously grown up in this industry, how long have you been fishing the White Marlin Open up in Ocean City?
I've been fishing it since 1980. I have probably fished it 20 times at least.
And when you fish a tournament for that long and you get to watch it grow and be a part of it, how does it feel to be a part of that?
It's a great feeling. It's one of the largest. It is the largest tournament on the East Coast of the United States. It's a great tournament. It's ran very well, and it's just a lot of fun to go to Ocean City and be part of the tournament and the party.
Yeah, definitely that. So winning a tournament of that caliber, I mean, we've said it a million times, it's the largest billfish tournament in the world. How does it feel to be at the top of the sport after being in it for your whole life?
It always feels good, but, you know, it finally came together all at one time. It was a great feeling, but it was a lot of luck involved. You know, when you catching the white marlin and you're catching a big one in a tournament like that, everybody's got a chance, no matter how they are at the sport, to accidentally catch that big fish. And that's all it was. It was an accident more than anything else. And we were there fishing. We were trying to catch a big fish. And to ride over the right fish, one boat and 400 to ride over the right one in 3 days of fishing, there's a lot of luck involved.
But a lot of talent too, as you know. And to piggyback on that, I'm sure what everyone really wants to know is, how do you target those big white marlin?
Well, I can't give all my secrets out, Chelsea, then everybody else will beat me. No, actually, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the large numbers of fish being taken. A lot of times out in the deep water, there'll be large bunches of fish that gather up together. And they're all usually like the same size. You know, when they go out there, it's very rarely, and there has been fish in the White Marlin Open that got caught out there in the fleet, you know, trying to catch numbers. But generally, the few times I've been lucky in the sport, in the tournament and stuff. I've stayed up there on the bottom, fish, bait and stuff like that. Fish a little different. It's hard to do sometimes because you got people looking at you, and these guys offshore of you catching the heck out of them, and you want to go out there and catch them too. But I just don't do as well in the middle of that. I'm better off doing my own thing and just sticking to it. And it's hard to stick to it. Everybody likes to catch a lot of them, not just a couple of them.
How long have you been fishing, and has that been professional?
I started working for my father when I was 13 years old. So that's a long time. I'm 64 now. It's been a lot of years.
Wow. And what's your most memorable fishing experience?
Oh, I've got so many. We fished hundreds of tournaments literally. But the White Marlin Open, that's a pretty exciting moment. That's the largest money tournament, in the world. And it was it's some kind of exciting to think that you might win something like that when you weigh a fish in and everybody's cheering you on. The next couple of days sitting in the dock, hoping somebody don't catch one bigger, that's pretty, it'll get to you.
So there's a lot of questions about what's going on now in the world. Do you have any plans for the summer tournament season?
Well, we hope this plague or whatever will get on the way so we can have some tournaments this year. I look forward to everything getting better this year for everybody, and us getting back to work and catching fish and winning tournaments and having a blast. That's all I'm looking forward to right now. It's kind of hard being stuck here at the house. I got a 19-year-old. I got to put a rope on the hold here. It's pretty tough around here, but we're doing good with it. And, I'm looking forward to this season. Right now, it's already good.
This is probably the best time you've ever spent at home.
It probably is. And we haven't killed each other out here yet. We're doing well.
Well, thank you, Steve. It's always a pleasure talking to you, someone as legendary in the sport as you are.
Thank you for calling, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak of some of the success that I've had.